So I would like to share one thing with all the participants that IIT Delhi and Drive,
Mm.
Department of Electrical Engineering is launching an executive program in ESDM and semiconductor technology.
Correct. Yes, yes,
So
yes.
it's going to be a 6 months, 100 hours live program.
Mhm.
So the interesting part about this entire program is that I'll straight away, it's a program designed for all aspects of all backgrounds of engineers, electronics engineers, industry professionals, ECE graduates. I see a lot of fresher graduates, PCB embedded systems technician, research scholars who want to build up knowledge about the latest and advanced semiconductor and ESDM technologies. So what are we looking at in this particular program? Is straight away go to the program structure, because this is going to be explaining the entire structure. So Drive has closely collaborated with industries, semiconductor industry, to find out how this semiconductor industry will be growing in the next 4 to 5 years. And based upon the requirements of the industry, India Semiconductor Mission, and also looking at the global trends, Drive and IIT Delhi have created a course program, a structure, which is an advanced training program designed specifically for engineers who are looking at capturing the next wave of career growth in semiconductor industry. So as you
Mhm.
can say that the basics, so industry is full of course programs which is teaching you basics of semiconductor technologies. This is one program in the country as of now, and we can proudly say that we have tried to build up an advanced program in tune with Semiconductor Mission of India and global trends. So, and the most important thing which I would like to highlight with you is that this is in this 100 hours of program, you will see that 24 hours of practical sessions are there. Uh, and in
True.
addition to this 24 hours, there is going to be a 2 days boot camp at IIT Delhi
Mhm.
in the labs of IIT Delhi, supported by Anritsu's products, in
Mhm.
on which you will be getting hands-on learning. So
Mhm.
if you look at the courses around, you'll find that majority of the courses are conducting their entire delivery online, and are missing on the practical aspect. This is one course which is actually having almost around 40% of the total hours dedicated to hands-on learning. So this is becomes the first USP of the program. And if you will go through the program structure, we have various modules, and I will request Varunji to explain the perspective while picking up these modules. So I'll start with the basics. Varunji, if you could explain these program outlines to the people, and if you
Right.
have
So
questions,
you
we'll
can,
take
if
them
you
up.
can just go a little, yeah. So for the prospective students, we can just say that this is we are going to start one of the finest programs in which will be launched in India, and there are two aspects of it. One is that this program has been conceptualized under the guidance of India's topmost semiconductor engineers and faculty members who have been part of IIT Delhi and also of University of California, San Diego, UCSD. And also we have along with us our industry partners, including Aniritsu, with whom and Aniritsu has been closely working with IIT Delhi for a very long time. In fact, from time to time, they have shown and given their test beds. They have deployed their test beds in IT Delhi, on which the engineering graduates who wish to upskill have gone for the training. And apart from it, this program also includes inputs from the incoming semiconductor industry, which are trying to set up their shops in India, including Micron and others. So this whole syllabus has been vetted not only by the traditional academics in India and abroad, but also from the industry people who are looking for such kind of skilled manpower. In fact, as I just mentioned a few minutes back, Tata Electronics had to send their engineers and other peoples to Taiwan to have first-hand experience and upgradation. But such kind of things are not a sustainable thing. We need to have our skilled manpower pool in India. So this program is one such attempt, a serious attempt, in which we feel that once gone through this particular course, people will be more than ready, and even industry will be more than happy to have them on board. So if you can see, if the students can see, these are the kind of subtopics and topics which we have mentioned. These are how closely they are related with the actual manufacturing. So people need to understand that here we are not only giving them the idea for design aspects, but we intend to have more understanding and imparting the skills for manufacturing abilities, and how to think like a manufacturer. And by manufacturing, we not only mean the semiconductor only, but also the entire electronic industry. So electronic system design and manufacturing, people should understand electronic system design and manufacturing is the mother lobe of everything which is happening in India. So whether it is the semiconductor mission, that also is a sub part of electronic system design and manufacturing, whether it is the EV electronic vehicles, that is also a part of the ESDM electronic system design manufacturing, whether it is related to solar industry, solar manufacturing, and all such things, that again is related to the electronic system design and manufacturing. If you can just go, Sumit on the next slide, I can just see. Yeah, so here we have just seen the semiconductor manufacturing. Just a little ahead, I want to show a subtopic in which just one more ahead. Yeah. So if students can just see here, we have specifically mentioned critical system level issues. This, when I say system means electronic system, and it includes systems from semiconductor, it includes systems from EV industry, it includes system from automotive industry, it includes systems from telecom, it includes systems from prospective 5G and 6G. So these critical system level issues are the skills which any industry will like their prospective employees to know. And this is what is lacking in all kind of courses which are being run either traditionally or in the imparting courses, the capacity building courses. These are essentially the topics and subtopics which we are trying to focus. And when Madhukar ji was giving his presentation, the instruments which people have for the first time you have seen, these are the things which you people should be knowing more in more details, rather than just having a cursory glance on the other shallow topics. So this is where what will make you stand apart from your rest of the peers. Yeah. Sumit, just if you can go back a little, just back. Yeah, so the next one of fifth and sixth. Yeah, so here also you see, as I was delving on the topic advanced packaging topics, so in which we have included thermal management in packaging. So thermal management is one such topic which is generally not heard of in electronics and semiconductor and such industries. It is generally reserved for mechanical and such kind of application chemicals. It is for the first time that such kind of things will be taught here, and from that perspective of a designer, of the perspective of a manufacturer, not only a designer. So when you are going to manufacture a particular product, you should be having a first hand feel or first hand understanding of why thermal management is also important from a system perspective. So these are the some of the skills which the industry is looking for is employees, and this is what the government, the from the government is trying our level best to impart to the interested people.
Varunji, we have an interesting question from Anhar right now, which I would like to take up.
Mhm.
For ESD, will there be specific real-time testing and debug issues dealt with? Class test coverage, pre and
Yes,
post
yes, yes.
lesson
So
imaging?
if yes, so debugging and all such things will be a core of when we will be going for the critical system level issues. So
Yeah.
debugging is essentially becomes a part of it. When you go for a critical system level issues, debugging always comes there.
And how to differentiate ESD from EOS issues?
So electro these kind of topics, so ESD and EOS. So essentially what you have to understand is that when all the electronic systems are having this, are prone to ESD. And one of the basic ways of dealing with such kind of thing is the protective mechanism. So you have to understand from the system perspective of how the diodes have to be used. So when any electronic system is functioning and it stores the charge, so that essentially creates a kind of a capacity mechanism there. And then you have to deal with those kind of a stored spurious charges. So how you deal with the discharging of the such spurious signals or such spurious stored charges, and then you make your whole system very fresh to start to work again. So these are the essential components of ESDs and EOS. So these will be dealt in detail when we go for the critical system level issues. So essentially, it is this spurious stored charges, because every electronic system is having is has a capacitive effect in nature. So whenever a component or whenever subsystem works, it stores charges which doesn't get discharged completely whenever you switch off the things. So it is always some kind of a capacitive mechanism. So or there is a spurious charge, and because of that charge there is a spurious electrical field which is present there, which we have to deal with it.
Okay, sir, I want Swati, would you like to ask your question, which you had? I'm just unmuting you. Please ask your question directly to Varun. Swati Boge, would you like to ask your question? Uh, okay, sir. Let me find out her question. I'll ask her. Uh, so there are a lot of people from mechanical design engineers. So would this be
It will
the
be
right
good to
course?
have our mechanical engineers on board, because packaging is all about mechanical engineering. So stress level, stress tests of packaging, thermal analysis of packaging. These are essentially the domain of mechanical engineers, which we have, and those concepts we have taken into the packaging industry. So mechanical engineers are very much suited. In fact, the modern semiconductor industry has become very interdisciplinary. So as I was saying, it is not only the mechanical engineers who are more than welcome, but also people from backgrounds like chemical engineering, from metallurgy. They're all very welcome, because semiconductors and ESDM are not is not only about circuits. It is also about it's also about the material sciences. So we are not only dealing with only silicon, but we are also dealing with with products, materials like gallium nitride, indium phosphide, and such things. So people from metallurgy, people from chemical engineering, people from mechanical engineering, they are all very welcome. The course, the way this course will be taken forward will be such that it will become very interdisciplinary in approach, and the people who will go through it will be industry ready from day one. And please remember that electronic system design and manufacturing, as well as the semiconductor industry, is a very interdisciplinary field. It is not the core domain of only electronics and electrical engineers.
So there is a suggestion from Senthil. He's saying that can you focus on package design in Cadence APD or Mentor instead of PCB design, which is not an advanced level course in Altium design.
So
Then
that the suggestion is well taken, but for 100-hour course, it becomes a little difficult to include those very sophisticated things. Had it been 150 or 200-hour course, we could have seen it, but we will try to incorporate his suggestions as much as possible. But these LTM based PCB design, he should not be thinking as a very basic course, because when 24 layer PCB will be designed, it will be an extremely complex job.
okay. Taking forward, sir, I would like you to share some details about the boot camp and lab training that we are
Yeah,
planning.
so the kind of hands-on experience which we wish to give to our prospective students will be twofold. One obviously will be the a very big emphasis on the complex PCB design on the LTMs. Obviously, that will be one of our things, and it will be taken care of people from industry itself who are adept of designing these things on a daily basis. So people who will be dealing, who will be telling these things, who will be doing these kind of uh, uh, live projects are the people who design these kind of products. So multiple multi-layer, 8 layer, 10 layer, 12 layer, 24 layer PCBs on LTM. So this is how we plan to engross and involve our students in the live projects which will be used in some kind of a particular product, and they will be able to see. So this is one, and that will be very comprehensive. It will not only be the design of PCB, but also will be the analysis of PCB, of thermal analysis, stress analysis. Such kind of analysis also will be a part of the PCB design. And this particular input we have got from our industry partners, the end users like Micron and others, that please make sure that the skilled people understand the importance of PCB design, because ultimately ICs have to be placed on PCBs before they make a whole system. So understanding the intricacies of PCB is also as important as understanding the semiconductors. So this is one. And when I see PCB design, it starts from the very basic. So what kind of materials should be used for PCB? Whether it should be a doroid material, whether it should be some laminate material, why it should be used, why, what kind of end use thing has to have dictates what kind of materials we are going to take, what kind of permittivity and conductivity has to be taken into account. Every such thing has to be taught, and then only the design process of a PCB starts. So PCBs, the designing of PCB doesn't just mean that opening a software and just pulling out the things. It starts from the understanding of the materials of PCB. It starts from, and it deals in depth with why this particular PCB will only work and not any other kind of a PCB. Why 3 layer? Why 5 layer? How, what kind of a routing, what kind of a grounding, why grounding, if grounding fails, what kind of a problem can happen, what is the kind of a fringe field we have to look into effect, how a complex system which are having multiple ICs sitting beside each other can be affected if a PCB's trace means the interconnects are not of a particular width, or when the groundings fail, what will happen to the particular part of an IC. Every such thing has to be dealt with, and this is one of the very complex areas in which, in fact, modern EDA tool makers, including Cadence and Synopsys, always keep looking for high quality PCB designers. Unfortunately, we are not able to produce even that. So India still imports very high quality PCBs from countries like Taiwan and Germany. So this is one of the
Uh,
reasons why we have particularly included the PCB design aspect, and that also on the LTM.
Varunji, I would like to ask about the faculties who would
Yeah,
be.
though we will be faculties from, obviously, from the IITs, and the people from our, I personally I'll be taking a lot of the topics there, and industry also people will be there, including Akash, who is a junior from IIT Mumbai and IIT Delhi, both from here, and also we will be including people from industry who will be taking first hand this classes from this on these particular topics.
Okay, right, sir. Coming back to this entire course schedule, we're looking at starting the session from in July. Uh, uh, Towards the end of July, we wish to start the session,
Mhm.
and it's going to be a 6 months blended program. Classes will be
Yeah, eligibility we can ask for BE, BTech, EC, EE, but the people from mechanical and biomedical also are more than welcome. Instrumentation are more than welcome. Mechanical, obviously, mechanical and chemicals industry are also more than welcome, because we have those kind of things, subtopics which will be of great interest to them.
Okay, there is Kirtan, sir. He's presently in
First year, second
presently
semester
second sem.
EC, can I apply for this program? Obviously, he can apply, provided he has gone through the basic electronics. courses, he understands the basics of diodes, he understands the basics of materials, then he will be more than happy. We will be more than happy to have him on board. He will be much ahead of his peers once he is done with this course.
Now, coming to the course fees of this course program, so Drive and ZRA both researched a lot about the various price points at which semiconductor courses are being offered in the country. We checked out ISC programs, we checked out couple of IIT programs. We also went outside India to check out what is the content and what is the kind of prices. And we found that the 6 months or 4 months programs are being priced upwards of 2 lakhs. So we checked out a couple of programs from ISCs and IITs which have been priced upwards of 1.75, 2.75, 3.5 lakh rupees, which are actually covering quite basic topics. And then we thought of starting working out a program which is industry relevant, aligned to Semiconductor Mission of India, and Drive has always been looking at offering value for money courses which people can afford. So a 6 months, 100 hours with uh, uh, almost 2 days of boot camp at IIT Delhi has been priced at 1 lakh rupees plus GST. There is going to be an application fees of 2,000 rupees. You can definitely pay this course fee in four installments over a period of 4 months, and various options are available. We also have collaborations to get you education loans to fund this course program if you wish. So our counselors are there to support you uh, 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 in exploring various opportunities so that you don't compromise and can enroll into the course program. We'll be more than happy to assist you, and you could contact. We'll be sending the recordings as well as the program brochure with all of you on email. Uh, and many of you are already in touch with our counselors, so our counselors would reach out to you to explore your interest in this particular program. And now we can take up some questions. We are already running way ahead of our stipulated time. So if you would like to have any specific questions, or if you'd like to connect with Varun ji or our eminent experts, please feel free to contact us on the email ID mentioned here. We'll be happy to guide you in person as well. So thank you, Varun ji, for today's session, and Vinod Kakre ji for taking out time. I'm not sure whether he's there or not. He's left. Okay. So thank you everyone for this wonderful evening, and looking forward to connect again. Please do follow Learn ESDM. You need to let me just share. Please go to LinkedIn and just share the just find out this particular page. You will be able to find the page here, and you could all connect with this uh, page. We have created a page which you can follow. I think in the morning we've got so please follow this particular page, and we'll be happy. I'm putting in the link again in the chat box. Please follow this. All the recordings, course brochures, course related updates would be coming here.